Hey there, it's Lisa from lisafabrica.com, and I'm reporting to you today from beautiful Panama. So I wanted to make this video for you today because I've been thinking a lot about a certain topic that is very, very prevalent in all of our lives, and that is doubt, the topic of doubt. If you're a human being and you are watching this video, you have experienced doubt at some point in your life, and I'm pretty sure at many points in your life. I know I have. And the reason I wanted to talk with you about this is that I find that with all the people that I work with all the people that I speak with, whether it be people that I'm coaching or people in my community like you or friends and family, people I meet on the street, one of the number one things that is holding all of us back from detoxing, all of those things that keep us from creating the lives that we desire, is doubt. I recently had a huge realization about doubt that I wanted to share with you that came about because of this experience that happened to me. So on Friday, I had to teach a class in Panama for about 40 people, and the class was about detoxing your life. But the catch is that the class was to be taught all in Spanish. Now, yes, I grew up speaking Spanish and English. I grew up in Panama, so I am fluent in Spanish, but I don't really speak Spanish a lot unless I'm here in Panama because I live in the US. So I don't really get an opportunity to practice speaking in Spanish, especially specific detox-related words. I don't usually say them in Spanish. And so I booked this gig probably around 4 or 5 months ago, and almost immediately, as soon as I booked the gig, I was just overcome with crippling doubt about whether I was going to be able to pull this off. I kept thinking, probably for around 2 months after I booked the gig, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I've never spoken for an hour and a half straight Spanish. What if I don't know some of the detox terms in Spanish? What if I forget a word and I have to say it in English? Are those people going to think badly of me? And I started just being overcome with all these crazy, crazy doubts, even though I've done many in-person talks. So probably about 2 months into all of this doubt, I had a little realization. What I started thinking about is this, and I want you to think about this. When you think about doubt, when you think about all the things that you doubt, let's say there's a project you want to start that's really close to your heart and that would really put your truth out there, but you are afraid to take the steps to do it. Or let's say that you want to repair a relationship with somebody or whatever it may be and you're experiencing doubt. I want you to notice something very interesting about that doubt. Almost always when we experience doubt, it's because we're doubting ourselves. We're doubting our abilities. We're doubting our ability to handle something. We're doubting whether we can pull something off. We're doubting if we can handle feeling all those emotions that might come about as a result of having that experience. Whatever that may be, the doubt is against ourselves. Now, here's where I had the realization. We have these incredible powers of doubt. To me, that means that your brain is working logically because you're discerning, you're looking at things, you're working things out, you're trying to recognize patterns and see what's going to work, what isn't going to work, what's safe, what isn't safe. But the doubt, usually, the way we've been trained in this world, is to turn it against ourselves. But what would happen if you took that doubt and turned it against all of the stories that you've been taught that tell you what you can and cannot do? What would happen? So that's exactly what happened to me in that moment. I thought, what if all of this doubt, instead of doubting whether I can handle it or doubting whether my inability will cause other people to judge me, what if I doubt that I can't give a talk in Spanish? What if I doubt that people won't be understanding if I use an English word? What if I doubt all of those things that are keeping me from fully letting go into this experience of teaching my first class in Spanish? Well, I have to tell you, I gave the talk last night. I actually only needed to use an English word once. And when I did, the people in the audience were totally cool with it, and they even knew what the English word was. So the talk ended up being a huge success. People loved it. The house was packed, and I got a lot of really good feedback afterwards. And so that to me is the power of using doubt to liberate your truth instead of using doubt to imprison your truth. So I've got some homework for you. I want you to write down the top 3 doubts that you have that hold you back from doing something that you actually really, really want to do. Write those down. And then I want you to go through each one and write underneath them what the stories are around those doubts that tell you, what you can do. For example, I really want to release an album of my own music, but I've been told that my voice isn't that great, or I've been told that, it takes a lot to have a successful album sales, or you're going to need a ton of money to be able to record this, whatever those stories are. Okay? And then from there, I want you to doubt the stories and write the stories that would be possible if you were doubting those stories and actually believing something else. So let's say, for example, it cost $7,000 to make a record. Well, what if it didn't cost $7,000 to make a record? So as you can see, when we start to use the power of doubt, not against ourselves, but against all the stories that tell us what we can and cannot do, we really allow ourselves an opportunity to liberate the beautiful red pulsating heart of our truth. So that's it for today. But if you want to share your answers to this assignment and be in community with people just like you, truth seekers just like you, who are looking to detox all the things that are holding them back, I would love for you to go on my Facebook page, where we have a great community of people who regularly participate, and post your answers, post your realizations. I'd love to hear from you, and very often I'm on there as well. Okay, so have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.